Show. Let's talk wrestling. We have a Nigerian American-based wrestler named King Kizzy. Recently won a championship with his tag teammate Donovan. Welcome to the TheLizManiShow. How are you doing?
Hello, LizMani. Thanks for having me.
Let's dive right into it. I know that you have a background and history in filmmaking, like you were a director, producer, you were an actor, and all of a sudden you went into wrestling. How did that happen?
It's more for me fulfilling my childhood dream. I have always wanted to be a professional wrestler. I pretty much went from telling stories in front of the camera to telling stories inside the ring. It's all under the umbrella of entertainment to make people happy. I started training in February 2020, right before the pandemic.
Where did you have your training? Where did you train and who trained you?
The wweraw Wrestling Academy in Haltom City, Texas, run by Williams Lamont, aka Lil Gotti. Very experienced, multi-years veteran. This man is the best in what he does. I'm really glad I went to the wweraw.
I'm really glad that you mentioned pandemic because we all went through pandemic and we all were able to, until now, people are still going through pandemic, and I'm glad that you showed your strength during that time and you kept training, and here we are now. So let's talk about the run and build up that led to the championship. Tell us about that.
You know, when I debuted at the wweraw, I was more of a single competitor, even other promotions more into single competition. At some point, Donovan and I crossed paths in the ring. One thing led to another, and we ended up tagging. And then there comes Nigel Rabbit. Nigel Rabbit joining our group was one of the next things that actually happened to us because he brought out the best in us. And from there on, we've had great amount of success as tag teams. Into us facing the Chili Boys. Chili Boys being the DFW Tag Team Champion for 400 days plus. Wrestled them 3 times. The 3rd time was when we actually captured the Tag Team Championship. It took us 3 matches.
That's awesome. I am glad to hear that. You know, when you were talking, I'm like picturing how the slamming is and all. You guys really are trying. By the way, let me tell you, we have a surprise guest for you today. Do you want to guess who that guest is?
I can't guess. Another professional wrestler up there.
Well, let's see. We got our surprise.
What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Go on, man.
All right. We have someone in our midst today, and his name is Donovan, and he is actually the tag team mate with King Kizzy. We have been talking about. They both went to victory. All right, Donovan, can you introduce yourself a little bit to us?
My name is Donovan, the Slam Poet Pierce, one of the founding members of Art of Royalty and one half of the DFW All Pro Tag Team Champions.
That's awesome. Thank you. So how was that experience like, working, side by side with King Kizzy, and how the whole thing took you both to victory?
Working with Kizzy has been great. We've been a team for almost a year now. We started out just training together, and I got to know him through there. We graduated together, and after we graduated, we became friends, and from that friendship, we formed a bond, pretty much, which led to us becoming teammates. We have different styles in wrestling, but we part heads together, and we're able to go into the ring and combine those styles and make magic, pretty much. And through that, we were able to secure, tag titles.
All right, so can you guys tell me, like, who is your favorite wrestler? Like, growing up, you must have seen somebody before trying to get into wrestling.
My favorite wrestler growing up was The Undertaker. And then I also came to fell in love with Randy Orton. So the two combined together, their styles are my favorite styles.
Mine is a toss-up between Edge and Booker T. If you were to watch any of my matches, then you can tell the influences there. I like to kick. Booker T kicks. My mannerisms I kind of get from Edge. You can also kind of tell every time you see me inside the ring, pretty much.
That's awesome. So what have been your accomplishments so far?
The highlight of our career, because Donovan and I actually started together, graduated October 2021 from DFW. So winning this tag team championship is the highlight of my career, and I believe his career at this point, because this is top of the food chain in the tag team division in our DFW.
And looking into the future right now, where do you plan to take your careers?
Well, obviously, I'm very humble of where I am right now. Obviously, I am looking forward, but at the same time, I also want to stay grounded and kind of enjoy the spoils of being champion while I have it. I eventually want to branch out. I hope that this is the start of me getting more opportunities, not just within DFW All Pro, but other promotions, and hopefully I can just climb that ladder to success.
The business of professional wrestling is so deep. There's still a lot of things to accomplish. There's a lot of promotions to conquer here, even outside here. We need to go to Africa. We need to go to Nigeria. I need to showcase things to our people back home. Those boys and girls opportunities to achieve their dreams. Their dreams are valid too. I made it here, and I want to also see 1 or 2 people make it there, as God may have it.
That's good. That's good. So before I let both of you go today, can you tell one of our viewers out there or anyone watching from anywhere around the world, what advice would you give them?
Me being from Shreveport, I know a lot of people that were like me. They have a liking for something, in my case being wrestling, and people telling them that's not going to work out. Well, I believe that everything happens for a reason. I stumbled upon DFW All Pro just randomly. I'm glad I took that chance. If I hadn't, I wouldn't be where I am right now and holding, this. Take a chance on wrestling, in life actually. Learn as much as you can. Pay your dues always. Listen more, talk less.
Special shout out to my coach, a man that I respect so much, a man with great patience. I don't think I will ever be able to do what he does. His dream is to see other people succeed. That's insane. I don't think I would be where we are today if it wasn't for you, William Lamont, aka Lugatti.
Me from Nigeria, you understand? All of us back there would always dream. All of us want to wrestle, we want to go places. Don't let that fire go down. If you have that dream, keep praying, keep working hard in the little ways that you can, be consistent. And if any opportunity comes, no matter where, no matter how, grab it. You will succeed.